everyone, and welcome to Bottom Line with Roni and Byron. We're going to do something a little different this week. We are going to take some of the topics that we spoke about last week and expand upon them. I'm going to take the relationship T topic, and that topic is how do you keep moving once you've reached a roadblock in accomplishing your dreams and your goals? So, how do you keep moving when you've hit a roadblock? So, we're on this journey. All of us are trying to accomplish a dream or a goal or live our best life, whether it's in education, whether it's in business, or whether it's in your family, you're trying to accomplish something within your home. It could be any number of things. But how do you keep moving once you hit that roadblock? We all go through times where we are feeling that we took a step back, or we're feeling like we're not moving like we should, but we cannot stop. We can't cave in. We cannot quit. We have to keep moving. So how do we do that? I'm going to give you three things, three nuggets that I call them, that can possibly and hopefully help you. Number one, surround yourself with something physical, whether it's like a little sticky note that you can place on your bathroom mirror or in your bedroom, just something that can encourage you and remind you, of who you are. You can put, hey, I am an overcomer. That's what I like to see. I'm an overcomer. So just encourage yourself. Another note that says be encouraged. This is something that you alone can see, that you can look up and say, hey, it's like a little a joke, a light in the boat that can remind you, hey, get out of it. This is who you are. So that's number one. Surround yourself physically with something that you can physically see that can encourage you. Number two, we all have circle of friends. Just make sure your circle are people that are positive, that can encourage you, that know you, whenever they speak to you, even if they don't see you, they can tell in your voice that maybe you are a little down, but they know immediately how to pick you up. They know how to say something positive to you. They know how to encourage you. Some of us need the slack jerked out of us, and we have that one friend, at least that one friend, that can do that. So surround yourself with positive people, positive circle of friends that can speak into your life to encourage you. Okay. And then number three, you have to remind yourself, what's the purpose? What's the end game? Why are you doing what you're doing? You have to remind yourself that. And once you, self-evaluate and ask yourself those questions, that alone should motivate you, because if you're doing it for the right reasons, there is a significant purpose of why you're doing it. It's probably, I'm sure it's a God-given purpose. And so that alone should motivate you. Hey, I can't quit. I can't, no matter what, roadblock I come up against, no matter what wall I hit, I have to figure out a way to keep it moving. So that's what you want to do. You want to keep it moving. Okay. So number one, again, surround yourself with physical little sticky notes, something physical. A lot of times you may even sign up for like a devotional, an encouraging devotional that you can get on a daily basis that can encourage you as well. That's another avenue. So, but let it be something you can physically see. Let it be something you can recite, that you can confess out of your mouth, that you can speak. Remember, out of the abundance of the mouth, the heart speaks. So you want to make sure that in your heart is something positive. So when you speak it, it can speak it out, and that basically sets the thermostat. I don't know if you know this, but we should basically have ourselves as thermostats. That means we set the temperature. We're not moved by what's going on around us, but we set the temperature. We set this, we're the thermostat. So at the beginning of the day, make sure you're setting, your day in a positive manner. Make sure you're speaking something positive, making sure you are meditating on something positive, making sure your thoughts are positive, make sure they are encouraging and not negative. So that's key. That's all in that. And then of course, number two, make sure you're surrounding yourself with positive circle of friends, making sure that, again, that they can speak into your life and they can speak to you and say, hey, pull your britches up, get yourself together, get out of the pigsty, get out of that, snap out of it. So make sure you have that one friend at least. And then number three, make sure you understand your purpose. Make sure you remind yourself of what the purpose is, that you have to keep moving because you have a purpose to fulfill. And so I just want to make sure everybody knows that, whatever you do, keep it moving. We have to get where we are not easily discouraged. And I know sometimes, we get knocked down. I mean, it's like, it's a struggle to get back up, but the goal is you have to keep in your mind that I got to get back up. I got to keep moving. No matter how many times I fall down, no matter how many times I make a mistake, I have to keep moving. And you have to speak those things, to yourself. You have to encourage yourself, talk to yourself, speak things that, that are positive to yourself. You have to speak things into existence. Basically, you have to do that. You have to speak those things that be not as though they were. You have to do that. So once you're, really, in that mode, and if you, kind of snap at it for a minute, you understand immediately, okay, let me open my mouth and let me speak, because we have to get out of this. I have to speak, positive things so I can hear it, so I can believe it, and therefore I can move forward. Okay, that's how we do that. So again, move forward. When you hit a roadblock, move forward. Do not stand still. So I hope this has helped you. Again, we're doing something different this week. So I took the relationship T topic and expanded on it. Byron is going to have his take, because this take is called, I don't think I said that, but this take is called Roni's Take. It's called Roni's Take. And that was my take on the relationship T topic last week, of how to keep moving when you hit a roadblock. Byron is going to take one of our local news topics that we talked about last week, and he's going to give his take on that. So it'll be Byron's take. So look out for that. Okay. So next week we will bring you all the local and state news, entertainment, and sports. But we wanted to kind of do something different for this week and just kind of spice it up a little bit. So that's what we're doing. All right. We will see you next week, and stay tuned for Byron's Take.
How's it going, everybody? Byron here. Hey, listen, things get crazy. We get busy. I get busy. We got family, kids. We're thrown all across the county, keeping up with stuff. But my goal is to make sure that you're still informed and we're able to talk about some of these topics. So my take, Byron's take, is basically I want to talk about the county commissioner meeting where the issue was to use the American Relief Plan Act funds towards discretionary funds for the commissioners. That was the vote. It was a ball of confusion in the beginning of it. I will say, parents, please make sure your kids, no matter if they're playing sports, have them involved in some type of organization where they understand basic parliamentary procedures. One, and no, nobody should be in confusion of how a vote should run, or if you're going to have to rescind the vote. That should be at that level. That should be one. That's my pet peeve. One. Two, anybody that I like leaders that no matter what, even if they don't know, they have some strong conviction, some gumption about them, and I challenge everybody to go online. You can go online and you can actually see, you can watch it. You can watch the whole board meeting in its entirety. Some of them get a little boring because they're a little long, but about a minute 30, minute 35 seconds in, they'll get to the point where they're talking and discussing that vote. Now, here's the thing. I know a lot of people expect to see me bashing or talking negatively about the commissioners. That's not gonna happen. But what I will say is, I don't know. We don't know what the intent is. We don't know what the strategy is. I don't know what Commissioner Peacock and Commissioner Hill and Commissioner Pate intent strategy is by wanting to allocate those funds, the discretionary funds. We don't even know if that's really there's a lot of legality and language in that and how you can use those funds. Don't know that but either way, there was an intent, a conservative effort to do that. So we don't know. Those are questions as citizens you need to be asking. You need to be engaged with your commissioners and with your representatives. At the same time, we don't know if Commissioner Donafro and Commissioner McKinney will even still use their discretionary funds to allocate towards the deficit. That at least, but if it's $2 million, that'll put a dent in 3.6. Don't know. We don't know what what's going to happen beyond that. But at the end of the day, all we can do is be engaged. So what I would say for any representative out there, use your people, use the citizens. We here, we'll step it up, we will get engaged. But we can't fight for you or help you, because we out here, we're living lives, we're raising kids, we're working. We don't be involved in that world too much, but we will if we understand what's going on. That's why I say, utilize us. Utilize the citizens. The citizens will help you, but we can't get in the game if we don't know what's going on. And it don't matter if you're on a land by yourself and it's 4-1. At least have the gumption and at least be strong and be, for the record, I want to make clear, that's just me. That's me. That's the military in me, that's the Marine in me, that's the Army in me, that's I want to be clear about what's going on. So, does that. But at the end of the day, take the time, people. Go listen to it, because if you're anything like me, you'll get a little frustrated with it, and you'll be like, man, why? It shouldn't be this confusing. It's not really clear, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. So I say, ask these questions, be engaged. That's what I took from it. It lets you know, for me, the frustration and the reason why I decided to run in the first place. There wasn't any ill will, anything like that. It's just that I, as a person, feel that I can do better. I don't feel it. I believe it. I know it. I know I can do better than what is representing me. There's no personal, nothing in it. That's just me. And if you feel the same way, you should get off your behind and run. Don't talk, do. And if the people will support you, and the people are behind you, and the people will give you their vote, then you get in there and you do the doggone thing. That's just the way, that's my opinion. So what I would say is, with that, take the time out, please, people. There was another commissioner meeting, a county commissioner meeting this past Tuesday. They talked about the budget. I'm a big budget guy. I know the corners, and I know the angles and the easy routes that people do when they run budgets. Not saying it's going on with the county. I'm just saying I'm experienced in it. So ask these questions. When people say they balancing something, what are they balancing? How are we in a deficit? Why are we in a deficit? What is the money coming from? Where it's going to? And what can we do to get ourselves out? We're going through inflations, and inflation don't just affect us, it affects everybody. It affects the county. Gas prices affects the county too. So, and if it affects the county, it's going to affect you. So I'm just saying, you get the shot, be more engaged. You can't take what people tell you and just believe it as gospel. You got to know it for yourself. And if you don't, you're doing a great disservice to yourself, to your community. So that's my take. If you watch, if you're engaged in any board meeting, whether it's the county commissioner, whether it's the school board, anything, even in your civic organizations, make sure you understand what's going on, and make sure that anybody that represents you in any organization, group, community, that you understand what's going on, because we got such short attention spans, everybody, and we need to get more engaged. So that's my take. We're going to try to keep y'all informed, try our best. This week, busy week, but we wanted to at least touch bases on that. So God bless everybody. See y'all next week.